Welcome back to the 10 things that every church or faith based organization should do to either start or improve their security program. The seventh of those 10 things is to network and share. And one of the things that every church security operator wants is threat information. And that's really what we're talking about when we say network and share. It's more than that, but it's critical to threat information. Think about this: any 12-year-old with the ability to point and scream could have stopped one of the most significant assassinations in U.S. history had they known that John Wilkes Booth was about to kill President Abraham Lincoln. Now, it takes intentional effort to gain knowledge of and interrupt evil. It didn't happen on April 14th, 1865, and few do it today. Actionable intelligence is the strategic observation of useful information regarding known or developing concerns, documented and disseminated in a way that enables preparation, if not even prevention, of that specific concern. Now, that's a mouthful, but think about that. That's what it takes to be ready to interrupt or prevent an attack, is knowledge that it's coming. Now, everybody wants an easy button for that. An easy button doesn't exist. It takes work, and it takes intentional effort working with many to discover threats. And those concerns can be site specific, they can be regional, or they can be global. They can be human, structural, animal, or environmental nature. Um, I want to talk first about site specific. Any organization, whether it's a church or a business, has within its structure human dynamics, some of which have gone bad. Don't kid yourself that just because you're a church or another faith based organization, that there aren't marriages falling apart in your sphere, in your congregation, among your staff. Uh, Things go wrong. The security team leaders should know everyone on the staff personally and regularly visit with them. You can't get and give information with people you don't know. The very first circle of people you need to be very intentional about working with and communicating with and knowing are those on staff at your ministry. That is the most effective way to discover things like legal protection orders, uh, or people in the audience with emotional, mental, or social instability, or any other brewing issues. If you're not in communication with your staff, your pastors, your counselors, you're not going to be aware of it when those kind of things happen. And sure, you need to keep an eye on legal issues. Go back a few topics before, and you'll see where we talked about keeping it legal. Work with an attorney when you're going to disseminate information on somebody to the rest of your team to make sure you haven't crossed any illegal borders, such as HIPAA, privacy, libel, slander. Uh, Again, we see the importance of having somebody that you can talk with about legal issues. But there is a way to share information on people within your site specific realm who are a concern that you need to know about. And this is nothing new. Paul did this with Timothy in 2 Timothy 4:15. That's where he said, be careful with Alexander the metal worker. He caused me problems and he'll cause you problems. You should be on your guard against it. Alexander the metal worker is still out there. He just got different names today. There are people in your sphere who will cause you issues. And you need to be in contact with your leadership and be one of the close circle of friends that your leadership has where they will communicate with you. Now, beyond your own doors, uh, it's regional. There are good reasons to work with other ministries and law enforcement in your area. Many good reasons, even beyond threat information. You can share training. There's training that every church out there may have somebody on staff who does some kind of good training. And when you bring your churches together or your ministries together, you have access to those trainers. Those of you who are FBSN members, or even if you're not a member, you still have access to our affiliate trainers in any area. You can go here and see who are trainers in your state for any specific training topic that you can imagine. We've listed them in the secure forum by the state where you can most get the benefit from that organization, and bring them into your coalition. And the other thing that's important about being involved with your state, if you're a member, is that you have a little bit of knowledge of who else is in your area as far as ministries. Contact them, reach out to them, and do planning together and see if they would be inside your circle of a coalition, and start working with them to develop that coalition. And then explore ways that you can share what we call sensitive but not classified information. Again, get your attorney helping you to develop that, but share those things with other people in your area. Now, the last thing that I want to talk about is global. Now, there are global threats to be aware of, and the FBSN can help you with that. We monitor those global threats, and we can help you understand which ones are real and which ones are media hype. But one of the most important things you can do as an individual is to become a member of the FBSN. And again, if you're watching this and you're not a member of the FBSN, we want to encourage you to go to this link right here and consider a membership today. We keep our membership fees low. If you're interested in networking and sharing, I want to tell you, most critically, there is nothing better you can do than to join the faith-based security network. If you're a member already, you know that, and that is a great way of being connected and sharing with others. And I want to just remind you that whether it's internal, regional, or global, know others and share information to help them be successful, and you in turn will be more successful yourself in keeping your people safe.